Hello, how's it going, people? YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to PGA Tour 2K21. Now, this is an interesting course. This is this week's Tours course, Broad Arrow Bay. And I think there's holes in it that are quite familiar. I feel I've played it before. I don't know why. There's just something that kind of sparks the kind of memories. Interesting course in the fact that it's not your stereotypical, shoot straight, hit your driver, bang, approach. There's a few holes where you can't hit the driver, or if you do, you've got to really be careful. Um, Very interesting off the tee, and it's not straightforward. I've struggled a little bit. I mean, in my society, I shot 2 under par. In TGC Tours yesterday, I shot 4 under. I think I birdied the last 3 holes, or certainly the last 4 or 5 holes. I birdied. I'm sure it was at least 3 or 2. I think it was 3 to get to 4 under par. So I was actually quite fortunate because I really did struggle. Um, a lot of approach plays made
Hello
on
there, my name is
angles
John,
and banks and uphills
welcoming
and
you to the
downhills. So
course. I am very
it's
excited
an
for this
interesting
final
course.
round. Mostly excited for you. You're the one
So
doing the work. I'm just
I think the
watching.
cut line at the moment is. In fact, let's see what the cut line is, just so I can kind of gauge where I need to be. The cut line, I think, at the moment is still 10 under are making it, basically 9 under's not making it, so I need to really perform a little bit more. I don't know what the wind is in TGC Tours. I think their tee box is a little bit further forward.
All right, first drive is away. Have a good
So
round.
I just really want to get on it a little bit. I felt my putting was difficult, although I think the greens were quite
Well, that
difficult
won't do,
yesterday.
will it? All right, let's get out of
So
this
tough
first cut
opening hole
and
here. This big
on our
bunker
way.
complex in the middle's quite difficult. Wind is, yeah, the wind's quite strong. Um, Probably actually have to play all of this. So I didn't do a commentary yesterday. I was thinking about it, but it's actually not a bad approach if it kicks up a little bit. Yeah, the green speeds as well, I think, on TGC Tours were 187, I believe.
And that approach was a bit wayward.
A good opportunity here
Win
for
the
a
first
chip
cut,
in.
but a little chip onto the green, and we'll be putting.
Yeah, really should have made that.
Ooh, nicely done on the chip shot.
I've also changed putters.
Right.
I've always had the Spider putter TaylorMade. This is I think it's the
That's
Rosa
that first hole. We are starting our rounds at
putter, I
even par.
believe. Just think I can change it up a little bit. But I have struggled with the putting stroke, and I've struggled on the greens. But yeah, this is quite an important practice round actually, because it is my first round that I've played today, so
right in our face
maybe the
on
first
this one.
9 holes are going to be a little bit scrappy. God, this wind is super strong. I think it's going to be all of that. Yeah, a little bit shy, but not too bad. I mean, it's on the
You
green.
have a very long putt ahead of you
But
here.
the greens were difficult yesterday, I thought. A lot of break on them. Quite slick. Quite fast. In fact, this putt here is really quite demanding.
No, that's going right by the hole, isn't it?
Not a bad putt, actually. It does go by a little bit.
All right, we've got this left for par.
This one's missable.
So far, so good.
Just trying to get that putt stroke was a little bit off,
in
but
there for par.
it goes in the hole, so But I've noticed that I've been getting a
And
lot
that has
of
kept
like
you
breakout
at 2 under par.
putts at the back. It tends to be going to the right hand side of the swing line, so I really don't know. I don't know why.
Teeing it up on the third.
And this wind is really strong.
Looking fine from the tee
So
here.
very difficult off the tee. As I say, the tee boxes on TGC Tours were slightly forward, so a lot of these bunkers weren't as
Okay,
difficult
setting up about
or
180
in
yards
play
out.
as much. This is a very stereotypical shot. This is side hill Y. Very difficult. Okay, it's playing really quite strong. Maybe deal off this just a touch. Slightly slow. Again, it's a little bit shy.
Ah, that didn't hit the mark, did it?
Yeah, there's a lot of courses on this game that you just
Setting up here, green
sometimes
side rough.
it's very difficult to get ahead. You know, you always seem to be chasing your tail. This is kind of awkward. I feel that this should be okay. If I hit it full, yeah. I kind of had in the back of my head. I was scared of just leaving it really short.
Good stroke.
That's a better putt. It's a more positive stroke. So 3 pars to start. Not
All right, you're sitting right
not
at
the
2 under
best,
for the
not the
moment.
worst. But very difficult to get birdies in this course. You know, I just think it's a course that's kind of protected quite a lot. Like off the tee is
Par 3 on
difficult.
this one.
The approach play is a little bit more difficult, and this wind is making it difficult. God, that is such a really. I mean, that's very difficult to get at. I'm thinking number-wise, I mean, I think that's going to be too much, but I think if I hit it easy.
So it's looking good.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. I think that'd be perfect. I think the 205
Okay, we're
club
on the
would
green.
not have been enough.
And here you go, birdie putt coming up here.
So we really have to make these birdie chances count.
Oh, it's getting there.
Oh!
Ugh, rolled right by.
Nah, I just looked at the swing line there. It was a bit of a dirty swing line.
Go to
As I say, that has been
a
a common problem so far.
And currently sitting at 2 under par.
Dark Armoured 8 under. You can see there that people are actually quite struggling on this course, which I think is quite common.
Blowing out there. We got a
I
headwind
don't think
on
it's
this
an easy
hole.
course. This hole is. I really don't know how to approach this hole. I feel I want to be not attacking it as much with the driver, but I'm going to go up here. Go. Yep, that's kind of afraid of that. Yep.
Okay, setting up here with an
very
elevated
difficult
green
hole.
ahead.
I may actually lay up or do something different on my TGC Tours round. Depends really how the wind is playing. This is so tough. I'm thinking with this, I think we're going to play this in. I think we're going to lose a lot of distance.
Let's go. Kick right. Kick right.
Yeah, it didn't really. I thought it would have took a bit more action in the
Nothing
the
wrong with that. Safely on the
slope there,
green.
but
Sinking this will take you to 3
another
under.
long putt. Oh, that's difficult. Is that too much? Oh, that's speedy.
Putt's just gonna fly right
Oh,
by
that's
the hole,
super
I guess.
speedy. Yeah, I don't know whether to maybe to go back to my spider
Yeah,
putter.
that's definitely
I'm
unplanned.
not really like
but
the distance.
it's not the worst thing in the
I'm
world.
not really getting the distances as much. Oh, it's a bit of a bad one. Good chance of maybe chipping in. No, just not
I'm
enough.
liking that one. Nice chip. This is your bogey putt.
I like the putter, it's quite clean, but
And
I
that
think
putt'll
for like some putts I'm a little bit off.
That hole will bring your score up to 1 under.
Yeah, I'm still really struggling. I really like game plan for this course. I'm not really like getting it at the moment.
Wind blowing left to right on this one. Nice swing.
So much danger, you know. I mean, that shot it looks quite standard, but you've got to put it out over a lot of danger.
Okay. Second shot on the 6th.
Alright, 209 to the pin. 206. Really, the wind's bringing that way down. 206, 196, I feel this should be enough. Oh, I lost it. Lost it in the sticks. So we got a slow there. That could have been really good, actually. Could have been really good. But we'll never know, though.
Okay, and from the greenside bunker, let's nestle this one in nice and close.
Splash this out, hopefully. Get a bit of roll on it. Yeah, it did get a little bit.
Well done out of that sand. Just a medium putt here. 7-footer here. This putt's going. And ripping
That'll
out
do
a
it.
birdie
It's a
after
birdie.
bogey
So we get
the
that
lads. That's what I
that
like
dropped
to see.
stroke back. But again,
Managed to bring
it's
things
difficult
down
play.
to 2 under after that one.
I really do need to make the cut in TGC Tours. Last week I had a double strike, so I went from 1 back to 3 strikes again. Didn't really play too well last week.
And now teeing off on a par 4.
Again, it's just one of those rounds, really. Just not a lot happening.
Looking good off the tee. Oop, sorry, you got I think you got a bad bounce.
Shouldn't
Did
be too
not
bad
end up
though.
where I thought it would. Well, you're in the rough, but this is a good lie, considering.
Again, I prefer the flop shot here. It should be good number. Bite. Oh, that's good.
Ooh, setting up for birdie here. That putt will drop, and that's your second birdie in a row. Let's get on a streak here.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back birdies.
3 under for the round.
I decided to play him around yesterday, purely because it kind of frees up today where I just need to play like this round and TGC Tours. So I can concentrate a little bit more in one round instead of having to do 2 rounds. You know, I know what I kind of need to do. There's not really a lot you can do in this hole. It's just hopefully we don't run out of fairway. I don't think we should. Maybe a 3-wood might be yeah, it's going to run into the bunker.
And what are you thinking? What are you thinking out of this fairway bunker? Let's see what you got.
Yeah, that makes it quite awkward. Tempted just to plant it up here. The wind should bring it back a little bit. Oh, that came out.
Close your eyes. I think we're in the rough.
Way spicy. Yeah, that was risky. It's one of those shots. As soon as you hit it, you realise that you really shouldn't have played it. No, I've wet that one away as well.
Those shots are going to happen to you. Okay, let's get on out of this second cut and get on our way.
Yeah, it is a really interesting course. It's not one you can just kind of, you know, go through the motions and get results. You've got to really think about it.
And lining up your 6th shot here.
Oh, no double.
Oh, look at here. Nice chip. Okay, this one can drop for the double bogey. And
well, that came out of nowhere, really. To be honest, the tee shot, I think maybe the 3-wood might be the play.
One under for the round.
You might still have a chance at the green. Again, it's one of those holes that it limits your tee shot, which is kind of interesting.
All right, put this one out in the fairway.
No, this is oh my goodness. This hole yesterday, I think I played it. I think even in my TGC tours, I actually hit it into the water. This is really this is a very interesting hole.
Oh, that was a fine swing.
You know, danger
Fine
everywhere.
swing.
You've got to be so precise. Oh, that works out really nice.
Look at this. Drive in the green and got a putt for
Chance
eagle coming up. That's all right.
It's not a
Here you
bad putt,
go.
actually.
Just pop this in the hole and you'll pull down an eagle.
Well, here we go with this putter. Oh, I'm really struggling to get the backstroke going. Bit of a funny swing line. Oh, absolutely bang on. Swing line wasn't that great.
Good work.
What a scorecard.
All right, you brought things down to 3 under after that hole.
But that is a very difficult hole. You've got to be so precise with the tee shot. You know, if you're a slight fast, you're probably in the water.
See what you can do here on the 10th hole.
Or even a slow, you could be in trouble. Oh, that's a horrible swing.
Smooth sailing off the tee.
Absolutely horrible swing. They actually get away with it.
Setting up about 115 yards out.
Is it moving too much in the air?
This one's heading for it.
It's actually absolutely bang on.
You had that one dialed in, didn't you? Just a little 3-footer left for this one.
Again, the swing line's off. It's really starting to annoy me, that swing line, actually, because I feel my putting has... It's kind of become really quite difficult. I don't feel as confident in the greens. you know, when I'm putting well, I feel that, you know, I can hold pretty much
That wind is blowing right
a
to
lot of putts
left
if I
on
put my
this hole.
mind to it, but just that little swing line's just starting to eat into my brain a little bit. So this shot here, we can't really just kind of play. It's kind of, you want a little bit more distance from this. Could play a partial driver, you know, but
This tee shot should play.
the 3-wood's got enough reach on it though.
Okay, second shot on the 11th.
Again, we'll get the old quirky South Hill lie, but we're going into a wind, so it's kind of going to counteract itself. In fact, it may actually be quite straight. I'm going to hit the 205.
Come on, bounce to the right.
Yeah, it's not online as much, but it's like a lot of shots into this. The greens are just running as well. It's so difficult.
Yeah, that'll work. Nice approach. Okay, good luck on this one. It's a doozy.
Looks like a double breaker, but I think it's more to the right. Okay, I'm gonna have a practice swing here because this is a distance that I usually can gauge with other putter. Because I don't get the. Well, I'm just gonna hit it. I hate this. I think that's short.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
So what? God, I'm
Got a
struggling
17-foot
with that
putt
Ranger
on
putt.
this
I'm
one.
usually pretty good with the spider putter. I may go back to the spider putter if I'm honest.
Putt appears to be online.
Oh, you're kidding
No,
me.
that's gonna wind up short.
Yeah, I think I might go back to the
All right, let's
spider
see how
putter
this
for my
adds up.
PGC Tours round. I like this putter, it's quite clean. I like it for smaller putts,
Gone
but
up to 3 under
I just
par
can't
after
gauge
that
the
one.
distance.
Okay, this is a pretty lengthy par 5.
Oh, it's kind of chunky. Oh, nice. Oh, boost applied.
I'm just in a light rough at the moment.
Oh, I mean this, to be honest. No, that's not. You'd be a brave man to go for that. I think we just hit it up here. Oh, it's slightly fast. Oh, no.
Of course, it had to go there, of all places.
So
This is your
difficult.
fourth shot.
So difficult. Yeah, really interesting course.
Looks like this one's heading
I know I
for
keep
the
saying it, but it really
green.
is not your typical course.
Nice work. That was some good golf.
Oh,
That's what you
just
wanted
made it.
in there for par.
Yeah, so good birdie opportunity there, but
That'll leave
such
you
a
right
difficult
there
hole. You've got to be
at
really
3
on
under
it.
par.
Yeah, it's a good design.
Careful out there. We got a tailwind blowing. And hopefully this one's nice and safe from the fairway.
Fairway. Yeah, it is so
That's
tough.
strange. I could have sworn that was fairway bound. No. Live and learn.
Right, the wind's going to take it over, but the wind's going to bring it back, so... Come on, be good.
Coming in for a landing on the short stuff. Could be good.
Yeah, that's pretty decent.
Well, I can't get it right all the time. Unlucky.
Here we go. Birdie putt.
Oh, come on, I'm missing my forward stroke
This one's
now.
tracking. Boom, and that's your fourth.
Yeah, not
birdie
great
of
swing
the
line,
day.
but we get the birdie.
Sitting at 4 under for the round.
Yeah, really struggling this course. I'm not like super filled up with confidence on it.
Let's see you stick it nice and close here. Let's see what you can do.
Uh, 51 down. Whew, this is tough. This is super tough. I think I'm going to hit the 3-wood actually. Maybe just a partial.
Great contact. Nice swing.
Because I think the hybrid wouldn't be enough. I mean, that's going to be a little bit long, but it's so tough to get
Little
that
off
dialed
on
in.
that approach, but that's okay.
All right, let's get out of this rough and onto the green here.
Good chance of chip in, maybe. Chip in. Thought it would be there today.
Ooh, nice little chip on that one. Okay, let's take a look at this next hole now.
That's a difficult hole. Very hard to get a birdie out. I mean,
Stick right there at 4
if you get a
under
good
after
tee
that
shot,
one.
obviously it sets it up, but it's so difficult. Dark Armored's playing well.
Teeing it up on a par 4 for this one.
Not a lot of fairway, quite narrow.
That'll do nicely.
Again, you see
Good luck with your
it's a
second
difficult shot
here
here.
on the 15th.
You know, the slope of the fairway. The wind is bringing it back a little. I tell you, I think that. Yeah, I caught it with fast.
I hope you dialed in a bit of backspin on this one. And that'll work for you.
Ends up pretty decent.
Good luck here. 9 feet away.
Tom. Oh.
All right, nicely played. We are heading down.
I really thought
the
that was
final
going to miss
stretch
there
of
on the
this one
right.
now, and we're at 5 under.
I mean, there's chances if you play solid. I mean, the course can open up, but as I say,
Good luck
I've
here.
tried to kind of
16th.
really. Usually, you get a course and you just know you can score quite easy on it. But this one's it's just another kettle of fish.
You need to make something happen soon. Birdie's preferable. Eagles exceptional. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, the flop here is going to be good. Should be good. Should be good. Should nestle down a little.
And could have a birdie here. Looking pretty good. Okay, well done. Birdie for
There we
you.
go, another birdie. Yeah, I think these holes saved me yesterday.
6 under for the round.
Well, that would give us like that'd be 10 under par on TGC tours, and it's a difficult win. So we're playing. I feel like
Here we go.
sometimes
Hole
you
number 17, ready to go.
review your round and you feel that you've played quite poor. I mind you were 6 under par, we were 2 under, so we're only 4 under par. Yeah, okay, we would actually be still still shy. Just getting excited there for a minute. Should be okay.
Could be slightly too much club.
Oh,
Well, you ended up just fine on there. Little work to do, but nothing too bad.
Okay, here's a 5-footer. Great work out there. Great work. Birdie number 7 in the hole.
okay.
Okay,
Little
7
birdie
under
blitz
par
towards
at
the
the
end.
moment.
So that puts us, what, 5 under for today? We'd be right in the cut
And
line
best
if
of
it was
luck as you bring this
TGC
one
Tours.
on home here on the 18th hole.
Again, this hole here, you can't play the driver, so you've kind of got to play the 3-wood.
Well, that tee shot looks
Or a
like it'll
partial
do.
drive. I think the partial driver might be the shot there. I think I played the driver here yesterday. Or I played it on TGC
Not sure
Tours.
where this one's going to end up. Could be rough.
Almost impossible to get it at the hole there.
And this is your 3rd
In fact,
shot.
I'd probably say the bunker is. I mean, I'd probably say the bunker's like the best place to be. I think. I played that one kind of poor. Oh, that's terrible. Way too short.
Bit of distance left to the hole, but hey, we're not in a bunker.
That was
so
not a good one.
happy days.
That's not one of my
This left for
my
a
best, I'm
final
afraid.
score of 66.
Oh, I get this one pretty much on the money in terms of power. A little bit of a
That could have
pull
been
there
epic.
though.
Just, it's a good attempt though. And with
Well,
that, your
again,
round is
bad
over.
putting lines, swing lines in the putter. 67, 7 under par, not the best round.
Finishing off
So
with a
I'm
7 under
probably
on the
just going to play
scorecard.
TGC
Looks
Tours straight
shabby
after
out
this.
there.
Get it out of the way, get it done, and I
And
can
with
get
that,
on
I'm
with
gonna
other
let
stuff
you
today.
go. Thank
Dark
you
Armour there,
ever
13
so
under
much
par. That's
for
a
the round.
really
I had a
good.
great time
I mean
hanging out with you.
that score, I would probably pay a good bit of money right now to score that in TGC Tours. To be honest, if 5 under par is okay. I mean, it's not like the worst, but that is a tough course. So onward and downward, as I say. On to TGC Tours, as I say. The cut line at the moment is 9 under, so we need to be 10 under. So we need to shoot 6 under or better. I'd probably say we need to be nearer 8 and 10 under, really. And it really depends what the conditions are as well. It could be not as much wind. I think it was windy in the first round yesterday. But anyway, folks, take care. And I'll see, in fact, I'll catch you probably just on the flip side. I'll do the TGC Tours after this. Take care. See you soon. Bye.